Hi, here we start to have some really high temperatures, but air conditioners are not really widespread here, fortunately. I just shaded in, that's why the lamp. Not that you are interested. You are interested in Once Upon a Time in Amityville, and I was too, looking at the poster. It's my fault. Entirely my fault. I dare to hope. I'm not gonna lie. The hope came from the poster, most precisely the face of the obvious sheriff, anti-hero, whoever he is. It reminded me to an actual recognizable actor. So I thought, oh yeah, this will be just once we will get something nice. No, I should have looked further. The name of the director, Mark Polonia. Yeah, they lied to us. Very obviously. And that guy is not in the movie. Mark Polonia would never have the money to hire him. Damn it. The opening is strong. Just look at this green screen shot day for night. I genuinely thought that is day for night in front of a green screen. It's just ridiculous. The cinematography and I made notes, but they are pretty useless because we have your usual walking up and down, not talking, but this is a Western. Although they are very obviously walking around in a modern horse farm or whatever. They actually have an old train track, so I guess this is some kind of, preserved stuff from the 1800s or something. It was very obviously they will never leave this area. To end the intro scene, we have a shaky cam, and I was figuring the rabbit ate the horse. That Monty Python movie style. But there is the insane epileptic cutting, and we see a demon wings. At the end, we see what this creature is. It's a rubber bat. It was like rewatching Lugo Shibela's Dracula when they throw in the rubber bat on a fishing pole and just shaking it around. It's ridiculous. It's for Fafnir's teeth. It's bad. They're getting past. It's not a cold opening, so it will flow into the movie. That was a bank robber who is chased by two headhunter, sheriff, whatever the title they have.
I found more blood and strange marks on the side of a tree.
I found this.
What kind of horse has hooves that big?
Good question.
And of course, one of them is young and the other is 2 days from retirement. Yeah, and they are gigabrain. They seriously say that's a horse hoof. Go back to the cowboy school. Timeline compared to the real world is wrong.
Is still alive. I reckon he's hurting pretty bad. I'm guessing he'd head to the nearest town and make somebody fix him up.
What is the nearest town?
Place called Amityville? It's a new lumber settlement. Just a piece down that way.
Well, let's get there before dark.
The movie is playing in 1846 and Amityville was founded in 1658, although in a different name. And although it was built, and people lived there, it was not officially recognized as a settlement until 1894. I digged a bit further and it turned out in 1846, in the year this movie takes place, the settlement changed name. I'm not sure if Town of Babylon, but it changed to Amityville that year. Is this incorporated into the movie? No, not at all. What we get instead is clues that our remaining villagers are in a cult. Cult of what? Yada yada, the ancient ones, yada yada. Obviously Amityville. Do we get the Amityville demon from the third movie? Like in the last Amityville movie? Nope. We just get those burning eyes floating around, After Effect, very bad. We get the, I guess, stock animation, the wings. We never see anything else in that regard. We get the rubber bat thingy. And I guess, and we also get the satanic pentagram thingy from Amityville in space, but while it is obvious that Polonia tries to put his movie to the beginning of the whole structure of the Amityville films, I'm not allowing it. One, because the dates are just assholes. Or you ask, yes, the resolution of this thing is horrible. Just buy a new mobile phone or something, please. There are more horses dying, and I started to suspect we are dealing with a chupacabra. So the humans are not in danger, which, took away the already non-existent tension. Then we get some story development.
Everyone in this town's hiding something.
You don't say.
I have a hunch he's still here. Maybe he's holding somebody hostage, and that's why they're all acting this way.
Well, where is he then? A guy like Matthias wouldn't have waited this long to plug a hole in us and start shooting.
That's what's got me puzzled. Huh.
I started to hope for some story development, how they handle the where is the wanted person question, but then we find the corpse of the criminal. So the movie ends, right? It was wanted dead or alive. Pack up the body and go home. But now we finding excuses for remaining here because we are the law and because there is something in the forest and it's almost nighttime, so sure, let's stay here with the suspicious people who very obviously killed this guy and probably will eat us tonight. What are we doing here? And you know, the corpse moved. So we are now in a zombie movie, I told myself. But you know what the zombie does? It's for any reason. Your guess is as good as mine. And given that the villagers are turned into cannibals and ate all the 33 other people in the whole settlement, why did they not eat this guy? And when did they have the time to eat the others? If it's not contradicted that the others, those who were eaten, killed the criminal. I'm just baffled by all this. And you know, I did not record this too long, and I don't look. The zombie does one thing, and that's it. It makes all the 4 other characters invisible, or teleports them into the dungeon dimension, where they can show up again and again because let's be edgy or something. Just really, I have no idea what was the concept here. I'm really suspecting this was improvised. And you know what's the worst? Polonia, they decent physical effects back then. Now it's rare and on the screen very briefly. Instead there are all these CGI stock effects. What? It doesn't make you interested. And of course, fuck it, I just show you that. But this really feels like tricking people watching your stuff. Because this, even though there was no original thing, but it's not bad enough to call it so bad it's good. It's nowhere near too good. This isn't even mediocre, it's just slush. TV slop. The protagonist does a decent job, the actor. But
you and whose army?
God's army.
What? How could this be? Master, save me from this holy